The Galaxy S26 Ultra hasn't even launched yet, and it's already being outshined, literally. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. A leaked comparison photo allegedly showing the upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra next to the iQOO 15 Ultra reveals something surprising. The Samsung phone looks noticeably dimmer, not slightly, noticeably. And that raises a big question. How is a sub-brand beating Samsung at its own display game? Now here's why this matters. Samsung has built its reputation on displays. For years, Galaxy Ultra phones have set the standard for brightness, clarity, and outdoor visibility. When you buy an Ultra, you expect the best screen in the business. So if a rival device is clearly brighter, using the same OLED material, that's not a small detail. That's a strategic decision. The comparison image shared online ahead of the official February 25th unveiling in San Francisco shows the alleged Galaxy S26 Ultra on the left and the iQOO 15 Ultra on the right. The difference is obvious. The iQOO panel looks punchier and significantly brighter. Now here's where it gets interesting. Both phones are reportedly using Samsung's latest M14 OLED material. M14 is supposed to be a major upgrade, better efficiency, higher brightness potential, and longer lifespan thanks to increased deuterium usage in the organic layers. Efficiency gains are estimated around 20 to 30% compared to the previous M13 generation. So technically, the S26 Ultra should have the capability to be extremely bright. And Samsung even has the extra brightness mode enabled in that leaked photo. Yet it still looks dimmer. Why? According to well-known tipster Ice Universe, Samsung has intentionally limited the maximum brightness of the Galaxy S26 Ultra due to battery concerns. And when you look at the battery situation, this starts to make sense. The iQOO 15 Ultra reportedly packs a massive 7,400 mAh battery. That's huge for a flagship phone. With that kind of capacity, iQOO can afford to push brightness harder without worrying as much about draining the battery too quickly. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to stick with a 5,000 mAh battery. Again, this would mark the 7th straight year Samsung's Ultra model carries a 5,000 mAh cell, dating all the way back to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Back in 2020, 5,000 mAh was impressive. In 2026, it's standard at best. Don't get me wrong, the S26 Ultra will probably still deliver solid battery life. Samsung's optimization is usually strong. But the bragging rights? Those are gone. Other brands are experimenting with higher density batteries, silicon carbon tech, and just larger capacities overall. A 7,400 mAh cell dramatically changes what a company can do with performance and brightness tuning. And that's what we're likely seeing here. Samsung appears to be using the new M14 OLED material primarily for efficiency, squeezing more battery life out of the same 5,000 mAh capacity, rather than maximizing peak display performance. That's a strategic choice. Instead of chasing headline brightness numbers, Samsung may be prioritizing consistent endurance. The logic is simple. Ultra buyers expect all-day battery. A super bright screen that drains power aggressively could hurt real-world usage more than it helps spec sheets. But here's the bigger implication. This shows how competitive the flagship space has become. Even sub-brands like iQOO, which operates under Vivo, are now pushing hardware boundaries in ways that challenge Samsung directly. And they're doing it aggressively, with massive batteries and fewer conservative limits. Samsung, on the other hand, seems to be playing it safe. 7 years of the same battery capacity suggests stability, but it also suggests stagnation. At some point, optimized efficiency starts sounding like playing defense. The real question is whether consumers care more about peak brightness numbers or balanced performance. If the S26 Ultra delivers excellent battery life, strong sustained brightness, and better longevity thanks to M14 efficiency, most buyers may never notice that it's technically capped. But side-by-side comparisons like this create perception, and perception matters. When you see a rival phone glowing brighter next to Samsung's flagship, it challenges expectations. And Samsung has built its entire premium identity around exceeding expectations. So this isn't just about brightness, it's about positioning. It's about whether Samsung wants to lead with bold hardware specs again or continue refining and optimizing within familiar limits. We'll know more once the Galaxy S26 Ultra launches. Real-world tests will tell us whether this brightness difference is significant in daily use or just exaggerated in a controlled comparison. But one thing is clear: the M14 OLED has serious potential. The iQOO 15 Ultra is choosing to push it. Samsung appears to be choosing restraint. And in 2026's flagship market, that difference in philosophy might matter more than a few extra nits of brightness. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.